All right, greetings, welcome. Thank you for stopping by here on TikTok Live at the one and only, the raw, the rare, the real, the tried, the true, bloom from within love. I go by Bloomy, and I am back to do the actual messages from above, if we want to call it ancestors, source, spirit guides, higher self, regarding the awakened souls, the topic of dating for awakened souls, okay? And so we're just going to jump straight away into it. I've already prepared for it, and hopefully we have a steady connection. It is raining cats and dogs on and off over here, so sun is coming out, then it goes out, and then it's cats and dogs again, and thundering, and so I'm sorry. Um, in advance, you guys, if it's like all over the place. I'm like, wow, I'm not used to weather being, hell. When I was in Sodom and Gomorrah, i.e. Las Vegas, Nevada, it was, far few and in between that you actually got a consistent rain, so for so much rain, I appreciate it, but I'm like, wow. I'll be outside smiling in the sun and the birds, and then I come in the house and it's like next thing you know, it's thundering and lightning and raining, and I'm like, well, okay. But I appreciate it because I mean, water, nature, we need that. Especially since there's so much green where I'm at. So it's like, yeah, you need that water. Okay. So, anywho, let's just get straight into it. It's gonna be a little more quiet. All y'all gonna hear is the thunder and shit. And so we're gonna be tapping into whoop. Okay, why are they advising for us to be cautious with dating as an awakened soul and dealing with people that are not as open-minded as ourselves? The dangers of dealing with folks that are not as open-minded as you, because it's like it's a bittersweet. They're drawn to you, but then they'll try to destroy you at the same time. They're drawn to you, then they're going to try to change you at the same time. You see what I'm saying? They're drawn to you, but then once they get their fix, then, if they feel like they can't control or convert you in some kind of way, then they're going to be, off dilly-dallying to what they feel like will be more beneficial to them, okay? So we want to reserve our energy. We want to reserve our energy. It's precious because, unlike the things we get in this 3D, which is easy to attain, but soul and energy and all this stuff is not that simple. People try to cloak it and mimic it, but the authenticity of it, its true frequency, is not that simple. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Why, light team? We're already ready. Why? Okay. Why? You guys are cautioning us as awakened souls with dating and to not engage with individuals that we have already been shown that there's going to be some type of a pushback or some underlining condescension or undermining of who you are. Even when they try to cover it so that they can get some feels off of you, or, we have to pay attention to that. Okay. Because though you're open-minded, not everyone is. Though you see beauty and value in folks, no matter what their belief system is, without feeling like you need to change them or convert them, right? Not everybody does. So this is why we have to be cautious. Financial support. All right, thank you, Spirit Guides and Light Team. Thank you. All right, bottom of the deck. Yeah, anchor, chains weighted down, because it will weigh you down. Okay, dealing with these individuals will end up weighing you down because they're weighted down, even though they don't know it. So they'll get you trapped, they'll burden you in some kind of way. Because if you're a free spirit, liberated soul, people who are not that way have a problem with it. They may enjoy it, for a minute to get some kind of a feel good, but they essentially have a problem with that. Okay? All right, let's rock. Journal. Interesting. And it fell over here. Page of Cups. Okay. So it fell on top of water, Page of Cups, because these people are emotionally immature. Okay. The reason why we should caution that is because they usually do not have emotional intelligence. And they can be 78 years old. Okay. I'm just throwing numbers out there. But one of the reasons why we need to, damn, look it. And then it fell in the reverse. They're manipulative. Okay. Disconnected from their emotions. They withhold. Okay. So, in other words, they'll be up and down. They'll be sweet talking you one moment, sending you cool little text messages with journal one moment, and then they'll be turned against you the next. They were sweet talking you at first when they wanted to get their jollies off of you, when they were intrigued by your energy. Okay, but either once they got that itch or scratched, or they discover that they won't be able to control you or bend you and change you into a Stepford husband or wife, then it's going to be like this. It's going into reverse. They'll stop talking to you, stop sending you messages, okay, because they're emotionally immature. Okay, a Page of Cups is very young energy. Telepathic dreams and songs, okay, because they may not, believe in that, or they could be emotionally manipulative or trying to mind control you. Subliminal messages, right? Or they look at you like an alien, okay, which is not really as bad as what people think, but I'm digressing. So they themselves are conflicted to begin with. They themselves are, okay? But something in them is drawn to you. Yet, because they're fighting within themselves, then they're projecting it back onto you again, like, oh, they're weird, you're an alien, you're this, you're that. Okay, well, why the fuck are you here? So it's kind of the message of don't even fuck around with that, because people are drawn to your beautiful energy, but then they're, saying weird shit or talking about you this and that. Well, why the fuck are you here? It's like, bitch, you came over here. Okay, you on my ticket, motherfucker. So it's like, it's kind of like, well, go get the fuck on then. But don't come over here trying to do your weird shit because of your framework. So the guys are saying this is why they have no emotional intelligence. They could have all of the titles, labels, so-called belief systems, or whatever they want, but they don't have any real emotional introspection or intelligence. And when that is lacking, that's going to be a problem, especially for an awakened soul. Okay? All right. Let's see. Boom. Happiness. Okay. Yes, they're saying be cautious of that because you deserve to be in connections that with people that says wholeness, overjoyed, and smiling. They're usually drawn to you because of this. Right here. You're a big old sunflower. And they're drawn to that magnetic energy that has nothing to do with nobody's crazy spell work, unlike some of the other motherfuckers. I digress again. But they're drawn to you because of this is you as an awakened soul. Okay? They want that energy. They want you to send them the messages. And, this typewriter right here is writing and shit. They like that. Okay? Send them messages and shit. Make them happy. You make them happy and whole. But they themselves aren't. Okay? And then they'll take that away out of you, still trying to change you while feeding off of what made them happy to begin with. People are tripped. This is why awakened souls have to do this for themselves. Because you deserve happiness, not and wholeness, people that are whole. Happiness and wholeness, not people coming in thinking that they're gonna convert you into some shit. Or people coming in trying to dump their shit onto you and all of that. Yeah, done. Oh, yes. So essentially, these people will come in, if they get what they want out of you, whether it was sexual energy, whatever, then they're done. especially if they can't control you, break you, bend you, and make you into whatever it is they feel like you ought to be. They can't make you into a Stepford wife or a Stepford husband. Okay? Yeah. They're saying be done. You've learned these lessons as an awakened soul to not engage with anything that's not going to actually make you happy. And I don't even like saying make you happy, because I want to rephrase that. We have to learn how to get happiness within. No one outside of us is responsible for that. But what I'm saying is individuals that are not going to contribute, okay? If they're coming in on some others to the left shit, being done with that. Like, I don't have time to have a conversation. I don't need a PowerPoint. We're not going to debate. Okay, let's chalk it up to what it is early on. I'm not for you and you're not for me. Because you're not going to get my good goods. Enjoy why you came here in the first place. Because remember, you want my ticket. Enjoy, you know what I'm saying, the good for what you're coming for. And then some dumb shit. No. But we have to pay attention. We have to pay attention. Okay, what else, team? Help me out. Since y'all only gave me 3 decks to use for this, so I won't be all internet. Tuned in to the internet. Connected. So, yeah, because these people be online, stalking and watching you. Okay, whether they're saying it or not, or admitting it or not, it says internet, plugged in, connected. And then they gossip about you. Okay, they were drawn to you, intrigued by you, wanted to taste you, touch you, feel you, eat you, all, whatever else they could, be around you. Then, because they're emotionally immature and lack introspection and emotional intelligence, then they go online gossiping about you, spreading lies. Okay, because they're cowards. I mean, it's a cowardly energy. Every time I see that, I kind of smile. It says petty, jealousy, envy. Okay? So when something, if you don't make them happy, or if it ends, then they're going to go online and start gossiping and smear campaigning your name. But they ain't going to tell the people, because, see, they're hiding. They're still wearing false masks. They're still in a pretend zone. So then they're going to go around talking about you. Okay? And then come back. See, they'll have a tendency to go back and forth. And then they'll come back begging and bargaining because they want more. Right? Yeah. And they'll usually do this stuff in secret. So the guys are saying, learn how to keep notes, because it says writing, diary, keeping notes of people, energies that are not contributing to your happiness. Those little subtle signs, those little subtle things that's letting you know. They can pretend like they with some shit so they can sit in front of you and go on a date with you, or be around your energy, or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, nah, you gotta pay attention. Because some of these people are happiness haters. They be unhappy. Some people date. Some people have different reasons for it. Awakened souls have already started dealing with their trauma, because once upon a time they used to be in that same energy. So they started dealing with the trauma. They're no longer dating for the same reasons they used to. Some people date because they're just lonely, sad, bitter souls that's just existing through life. And if you are in this wholeness energy, it's going to trigger some of these people. It's going to trigger them. I'm going to give you a case in point. There was someone I met and went out on a date with. And at first I was apprehensive about, because see, I'm trying to be in my Clarita Kent, because I want to see, you know, how people are really going to be towards me, right? So they knew who I was in the sense of what I did and what, you know, but they didn't know to totality. I hadn't shared my social media. I mentioned nothing about it. Okay. And especially since I have shut down all social medias, I only operate from this one and then my YouTube. So I literally shut them all down. And so if you're seeing something, by the way, that's got my shit in my name, it ain't me, it's one of my doppelgangers. Okay? Now, once I told this individual, okay, as we continue to chit chat, okay, because I didn't want to. I actually didn't want to. I wanted to stay in Claretha Kent mode. And once they discovered, I tried to share a little aspect of a video that I created, but I downloaded it because I was like, I don't want to share this part because I don't want that part yet. I was like, no, because they don't even know. I haven't told them my business name, angle. I haven't done any of that. And so, but on one of them, then it saw it, he saw it on there, and then he was like, TikTok. And I was like, so he knows now, right? And I watched what changed. I know that weak men are intimidated by me, but I have to be okay with finding that out early. Okay? Because after he discovered that, because first and foremost, when I was sharing a couple of videos, one of the comments, see, these are the subtle things we have to pay attention to. One of the comments, you know, because he had sent me a text, you know, we were going back and forth and yada yada, right? Well, so because I joke around and clown. I think that's what he liked. Most people like that about me. So then I sent him a couple videos. I think one of my bouncy with bloomies and, you know, boom, bitch, because we were like exchanging, talking about exercise and fitness and health and well-being and so forth, right? And then I noticed some of his comments where he was like, you know, I could send videos too, or men could do videos too, or create videos too, or some shit like that, right? And it sounds, doesn't it sound like it's harmless, right? On the surface. Like, oh. And so I made it like a joke too as well. I said, but I started picking up on the subtle energy. So I sent a message back, jokey. I was like, right? I said, LOL. I was like, I know this. I said, no, don't trip. I said, it's all good. You do what you do, and I do what I do. So these people, you know, be needing folks to be like their cheerleaders or doting on them. They're challenged by your wholeness, your ability to be in yourself and okay with yourself and create and all of that. People that are not emotionally mature for whatever reason, that bothers them. They need to be around people that they feel like they're better than, or like you see what I'm trying to say? In some kind of way. And I picked that up. I was like, And I watched, after that, I watched him change. Before he knew of who I was, really, he was all like, oh, you know, because these people apparently, I don't know if it's just where I'm at or whatever, but, you know, they call people babe and all that, and y'all's ain't even touched each other. I don't get that. You know, but so I'm sharing this as an example to make this stuff practical to you guys. Okay, these are some of the subtleties. Because because you're whole and they're not, and they can have $1 million there. They can make more money than you, dear, and you still be whole and they're not. We got to get past that. Yep, you can be whole and have less money than them. It's not equated to this 3D shit. Okay? All right, so let's keep it pushing. Yeah. Boom, boom. Drama queen, thirsty, causing chaos. Okay, so another thing is they'll come in and cause chaos for you. Okay, chaos, chaos, chaos. Most of them, what I'm picking up with this is some of these people be having secret connections. They have motherfuckers that they're dealing with all over the Americas, and these people keep coming in and out and back and forth and all of that. Okay, there's secret commitments and stuff. So they're coming in to, essentially get their jollies, get their feels and whatever, but they have drama queen whores that they already have that they, look, it's a drama queen that's been, hoovering around their lives for the last 20 years. Okay. Yeah, that'll get triggered if they leave the commitment or want to go towards something else, and then oh, you got to give me financials for it. Let's, oh motherfucker, and see all this drama right here that's unfolding when we deal with individuals that are not whole, not emotionally mature, not open-minded, and just simply come in to get the benefit of an awakened soul. We don't want no drama. That, they're like, this is to avoid drama to your happiness. Okay? Don't try to push stuff with these people because they're only going to cause drama. Okay? Wow. Interesting. Emotions coming and going. Yeah, emotional instability. They don't have the capacity. Some of them are, yeah. Oh, I just heard, because as any connection, you're going to have to deal with things, and these people don't really know how to deal with it. And again, they can have 6-figure incomes, 4 businesses, 4 homes that was handed to them from their family or whatever the reason. They can have all of this stuff, okay, but they don't know how to deal with a mature relationship, dealing with any differences, dealing with any disagreements, just the normal process of challenges of, growth in a connection. As soon as this happens, these emotions, and then they run. Racing, running, avoiding, okay? Then they run, suddenly claiming God said something different. Then they run, okay, because God said something, something last month, bitch, but now he says something, okay? Then they run, okay, and claiming that, well, this just ain't for them. Because, yeah, it ain't for them because they're not emotionally mature. Correct. They lack emotional intelligence. Absolutely correct. It is not for them, because it's going to be more than about a good time party. It's more about some damn Stafford husband, Stafford wife shit. It's more about trying to get some goddamn cheerleader bitch. This is a relationship. Woo! So the guys are like, this is why. They're going to fuck with your head, fuck with your emotions and your happiness, because they lack the capacity here. And then avoid. When they see that you're not going to bend, when they see that they can't make you be a Stafford wife or a husband, when they see that you're not going to keep sucking and fucking, when they see, okay, that you ain't going to keep being some kind of servant, when they see that they ain't going to get you to convert to some whatever the fuck they want you to convert to, okay, then all of a sudden they got them a new revelation. Yeah, triggers. Didn't I say it? Didn't. Thank you, Spirit guys. They're triggered by anybody that's whole and happy. And I feel like that's what happened with the gentleman I'm telling you all about. Because I was hiding. I'm telling you guys, I hide. I operate mostly from Clarissa Kent, okay? Most of the time. When I do allow the goddess, energy to go full throttle from the inside out, I watch people change. Okay. Now, when it comes to dating, they do like when they see the goddess, because then they see all these flip sides of me. Okay. This gentleman I met in my Clarita Kent mode on raggedy status, okay, on ratchet, on with the yoga pants, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing, y'all, because I really mean it. Like, it don't be nothing fanciful about it. Yoga pants and my hat. That's it. That's all. And they still do. But then when they see the goddess, they like that part. They be like, boom, bitch. Ah, wow. Okay. But the other side of the goddessness, when, like I said, when he discovered who I was, because I didn't tell him. Tripped out. And it already started coming out when he saw, like, okay, this girl got talent. This girl got skill. Because she don't talk about it. She walks about humble and regular and make jokes and clowns. So you just would never know that. Okay. So with this trigger card and this wholeness and happiness, people who are this, you don't want to deal with that. Okay, because people that don't know how to do this for themselves, then they're going to be trying to come against yours to try to leverage out to make themselves feel elevated or to make themselves feel better, which is the nature of a teenager. It's the nature of a child. So in other words, there's the stuntedness there. Because only the mind of a teenager or a child feels the need to do that to try to level the field, because they're feeling like you're superior to them. So they see something in you they don't see in themselves. So they'll either have to try to figure out a way to bring you down. We ain't doing that. Okay? Or downplay you. Okay? Because just like I said, remember I said he was like, oh, you know, men could do videos too, or something like that. And it's like, do you guys catch that? It's like, when, you know, I was telling him, you know, because this gentleman, he has his own business. His family, you know, he inherited acres of properties. Okay. He has thriving business. So it ain't even like that. Do you see where I'm going here? And you know, I didn't have a problem with that. And I didn't have a problem, you know, like, oh, that's cool. You know, see, they like all that energy. But when he saw that there was more to me, then it was like, oh, right? We don't want to deal with that, whether it's a man or a woman. People who are going to be triggered by your wholeness and happiness because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves. And then they want to try to undermine you, try to downplay who you are, what you do, so they can feel better. Oh, men can do videos too. Ain't nobody said. If you were a supportive dating friend, you would have been like, oh, you know, that's great. Like, hey, look at you. I didn't even know. You see how the responses would be a whole lot different? I didn't know. Oh, shit, because you ain't saying nothing, shit, bitch. You all quiet and whatnot. Walking around all Clarita Kentish most of the time. You ain't mentioned none of that. I didn't even know. That's kind of, you know, cool and neat. That would have been a healthy, emotionally stable, and mature person that's not triggered by someone else's wholeness and happiness. So when we catch that at the beginning stages, cut them the fuck off or let them walk the fuck away. As soon as I said that, done. Be done with that. Don't try to take it no further, because that's going to only take away from your happiness, okay? Irreconcilable differences. I said it. Then I said, because then they'll be trying to say, oh, bitch, Then they'll be trying to say, okay, if you allow yourself to get entangled with this shit far too long, all of a sudden, then they're going to be trying to say some irreconcilable shit. You knew who the fuck I was. You knew who the fuck I was. Right? My God. This may be more of a message for divine masculines because I have him at the bottom. Have mercy. Yeah. Happiness here. Drama queen. Yeah. Yeah. See, this, yeah. The lessons about lust and adrenaline junkies, because some of us are adrenaline junkies. Okay? Do your research on that. So, like in the high of lust and sexual chemistries, the attention, the secret affair, the thrill of an affair. Okay? And then, you see where I'm going? See, this is what gets you fucked up. Like, no, it ain't gonna change. You see, this is why you ain't supposed to even be doing this shit. Because they showed you who the fuck they were to begin with. And now it's irreconcilable differences. It's time for a divorce because the motherfucker is immature as fuck. Wow. Okay. What else, Lightine? Ascension. Oh, let's see. Now, thank you, Spirit Guides, because you're validating y'all's message. Your happiness is tied to your spiritual path and awakening. And it serves you to not try to date and marry anybody that's going to pose a threat to it. Period. That's going to try to keep you 3D based with this all about the Benjamins card. This hamster wheel, barely surviving daily hustle and shit, bitch. Offering shit because motherfucker needs some potato chips and snacks. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Like, see? Because this is what ends up happening when we get caught up. Then we got the irreconcilable differences, and now, boom, here it is, financial support. And then you're going to be barely surviving hustle because you're dealing with drama queen motherfuckers. And this bitch. Okay? So this is what they're saying. Like, these are the lessons they're hoping to get us to catch and say, this is why don't take shit further past once we then showed you the shit you need to know and see, because it's designed to save your ass. It's designed to save your ass from wasting investment. They're only going to end up becoming drama to your happiness, taking you on emotional roller coasters, triggering you, wanting more dollars and shit, threatening you. Divorce is fine, gonna give me all your money, bitch. And then you're gonna have to end up doing this because some of you guys end up with the crazies. All for not paying attention and for this incessant trying to make something work. You'll have to end up this drastically cutting motherfuckers off, extreme harsh cutoff, because they chasing your ass. Bounty hunter, obsessed, fatal attraction energy. Because you throw them out. Said the trash card, discarding, throwing out. So then they chase you because you throw them out. Here's the twin. Woo! This is validating the reading of ascended souls. Awakened souls. Here's the twins right here. A twin that learned a lesson. A twin that learned a lesson. Here it is. They learned a lesson. The guys are saying, look, we remind you of what your lessons have been and why you have to be careful with dating as an awakened soul. Be done with that shit. Another twin could have already been done because there's like, these are the crazies. Okay? You do this, the discarding, boom, now here they come, boom, chasing you because they want a commitment. What? You promised a commitment forever till we die. You're just not going to ignore me, Dan. Glenn Close, Fatal Attraction. And you'll have to end up getting extreme just to free your life. Okay? Just to get back to some emotional balance and stability in your life. just to be able to get back to some wholeness again and get your dollars together because you done dealt with these motherfuckers. You have to be careful as an awakened soul. Yeah, an obsession. Here it is. It becomes obsession. People that have these obsessive, they can't accept, we're done. Now you done got caught up with the crazies. Because the obsession, drama queen, obsession, okay? You be saying, but I did the divorce and I cut them off. But see, they're hoping to get us to learn, like, okay, have you connected the dots yet as to why we've been saying for the longest of time, don't be fast and loose with casual dating as an awakened soul, because this is what you end up getting yourself caught up with. Ooh, child, honey, child, mercy. All right, let's get some tarot. Jesus Christ, man. So let's get some tarot and then the final deck here. Thank you, Lightning. Handle it. Amp it too. All right. Emperor in the reverse. Okay. So they're saying because, see, the Emperor in the reverse represents, first of all, it's a major arcana, Aries. But so it's a fire element. But in the reverse, it could also just simply represent you lose control of your life. You end up handing over your power every time, because an emperor in the upright in its highest vibration is someone who has rule and control of themselves and of their world and of their life in a balanced sense. Okay. In the reverse, it gets chaotic and out of control. Also, it's indicative of when we have handed over our power to narcissists, because this is like a narcissistic energy in the reverse. Okay, so when we engage and be fast and loose, we're turning over our power. We end up losing control. Okay, we get unstable. Yeah. Unstable, unstable. We'll end up afraid of love because of, continuing to embark upon connections that our spirit guides were trying to help us to avoid to begin with. So then what ends up happening from dealing with these kind of situations, now when it's time for real love, this is why they're saying to be mindful, because when love comes, or if love is presented, hide it or too afraid of it with this moon energy. Confused about what real love is after having continually dealing with this kind of shit. Okay? About choices in love with the lovers here. Yeah. Well, yeah, this world. So they're saying learn the lesson here with the world. Take control of your life again. A new sheriff in town. Learn those lessons and start repeating the cycles. Knight of Wands in reverse. In other words, fire element in the upright. Stop being led by the wiener or the hoo-ha. Stop doing the same thing over and over again, or allowing people to get you pulled into that energy over and over again to get you into a commitment that you don't want. Four of Wands. Yes. Out of overindulgence. getting to something out of selfishness, overindulgence, spirit, religion that don't jive with you, and then feeling stuck based on that, and it's imbalanced. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Oh. Woo, child. Light team. Journal. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. The Chariot. Confusion. Blocking. Okay. So people who don't have a sense of direction, Chariot, Cancerian energy, Two of Pentacles, Earth. Okay. But this represents confused between, you know, love and finances, choices here, blockages here, no direction. Then also representing people that block you off, okay, or that you have to end up blocking, either people that you block or that block you, or you'll end up having to block messages, okay, so that you can go on. Dealing with these types of people keep you in confusion. It keeps blockages. Two of Pentacles is like a blockage. It keeps you confused about what direction in life you want to go. Okay? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. It stunts your growth. Eight of Pentacles in the reversed. Okay, and the upright is the self-improvement development card. It also represents work, the Pentacles. But you end up losing work every time you deal with these motherfuckers. You end up losing work, losing jobs, losing money. But also, it stunts your growth. Every time you go down these paths with these people, they stunt and slow down your development because they are stunted. Do you understand? Waves. Three of Swords. It ends in betrayal. They'll break your heart. Either they'll break your heart and not think about it with this Nine of Swords in reverse. They'll break your heart and not give a fuck because they were only there, okay, to get whatever they wanted to get. And when they saw that you were not going to become a Stefford husband and wife, when they saw and got triggered by your greatness and your powerful personality, when they saw that you are not going to cave into all of that and doit on them and all the shit that they need because they're not happy, then they'll betray you in a minute. In a New York minute. Okay? And then you'll have to deal with your emotions. Because again, these people have no emotional maturity. They don't really know or care about how their actions affect other people. Okay? They'll slow you down. Knight of Pentacles. They'll slow you down. Yeah. And then they'll leave you hanging and always trying to punish you. Huh? They'll leave you hanging and try to punish you. I'm telling you. And be cold and detached. King of Swords, a low vibrational king, whether it's a man or a woman. A low vibrational King of Swords energy is somebody that is just totally cold as ice. They have no emotions. They don't care. It's all about, you know, they don't care about how their actions and their decisions and behaviors affect somebody. Yeah. Yeah, this is narcissistic energy right here. I have the Emperor reverse, King of Swords, death. They'll become triggered and obsessed with trying to end and destroy you. See, even if you are an open mind person, they're not. And if you're not going to fit into their framework, then they're going to try to punish you and not give a fuck about it. The punishment. Hangman, Piscean energy here. We have air element here. Okay. Betray you in a New York minute and not think twice. Okay. So this is why, whether it's a man or woman, so this is not gender biased. It's anybody in narcissistic, because we have a feminine energy right here. Okay. Because they be, my whole family is this shit right here, bitch. Covertly communal. Ascension. King of Fire. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. They try to stop your ascension by tapping into your passions, getting you caught up in your lust and passions. The element of fire and the suit of a king of fire is somebody, is passion. So they try to block people's awakening. They may not say that, but that's who they are. If you pick up on all these cues, as your guides give you from the start, okay, they try to get you caught up in your passions. It's like a luring energy to get you trapped in shit. Okay? Justice. So they're saying if you want to have fairness and balance in your life, learning how to cut this shit off in advance, because this is going to cause injustices. It's going to stop you from being able to ascend any further. Wow. Yeah. Damn. That's my point. The karmic wheel. This is the wheel of fortune. That's my whole point. It's in the reverse. Some of these people just want to steal your wheel. Your will in terms of willpower. Play on words there. Okay? They want to steal your willpower, your will to live, and your wheel of fortune. Your willpower, your will to live, and your wheel of fortune. And they ain't going to tell you that. And we need to stop thinking that people are going to tell you that. The guides show us these things. And I'm sharing all these examples because when we're catching it early, this is how you start bypassing overinvestment. It's going to be a loss. This is a loss here. This is bad luck. When we keep pushing for these types of connections, even though we have gotten like a trillion signs differently. Okay? Wow. Seven of Swords. The Sun. They hide. Okay. Now the Sun is in the reverse. This is also like the Sun. Seven of Swords. Okay. Then it'll be hidden from you why you're getting bad luck. You won't be able to see straight here with the Sun in reverse. You lose enlightenment, which is opposite to this Ascension card. The Sun in the upright is also enlightenment. In the reverse, it's dissension. So it's like you go into the reverse. You go into the reverse. And that was the strategy and the plan. In some cases for these individuals, even if it was subconscious. Hurt people, unhappy people. You see? Yeah. They'll be hiding things from you. And you'll have to discover that these people hide things from you. Other affairs, because they are attached to the devil. They play with devil energy. They have attachments. They have a lot of addictions. Okay. They probably fuck 3+ motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Immature. Here. And you'll discover that people were hiding this stuff. In some cases, they be entertaining other options anyway. Okay? Here it is. Some of them be already in commitments, entertaining other options. 7 of Cups. Okay? Because they have issues with cutting off devil energy. Obsessions, devil energy. 3 of Cups. Third party type energies here that they hide. Okay? And so then when the shit hits the fan, then they'll say something like, oh, we didn't have the same beliefs. But chances are they already knew that from the start, so it's bogus. It's bogus, right? Okay, but they are drawn, but when they can't, whatever the purpose was, whether it was to get money out of you, whether it was to, you know, be able to suck off of you, whatever. If they discover they're not going to be able to do it, and then they got another drama queen that's probably trying to cloak in your energy, that's a whole nother story. Yep. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. They're saying, yeah, be mindful of people who have power control issues here. Yeah. People who want to see you lose. Six of Wands. Okay. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. Don't know how to release. Stubborn energy. Stubborn. See that unhealthy competitive energy? To me, that's one of my major pet peeves. It's like an instant turn off. It's like, oh my God, I do not have time for dealing with no damn man that's, you know, you triggered by a woman. Oh my God, no. Cannot. I cannot. I'm not a Stepford wife, and I will never be. Those days are long over. See, happiness. Yeah. King, okay. King of Cups. Okay, boom. You deserve, they're saying, because you want someone that is a healthy king here. A King of Cups, whole and happy, and has the capacity to love, right? And if you are a loving person, let's say you are this king. If you're a loving person, then you deserve to have wholeness and happiness and motherfuckers that match the frequency, not this. Not this thirsty drama queen motherfucker. Not that. But we have to follow what our prompts are, you know. Seven of Pentacles. Here's the point. Investments. The lesson has been about learning how to invest in what brings you wholeness and happiness. Not this. Once they have provided the signs to us, they're like, what do people fucking expect? We ain't supposed to come and remove the big bad wolf and monsters. You have to learn how to take the fucking signs we gave you. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Learning how to invest in people who don't hold back from you, or it could be someone learning how to not, you know, invest or not invest. Okay? It's like a lesson of investments here. What do you need to give into? What do you need to hold back from? You need to invest into things that are going to connect with your true wholeness and happiness, not this crazy shit. Yeah, Six of Wands. If there's no victory and success, it's in the reverse. Yeah, releasing investment in that type of stuff. Yeah, unhappiness. Now here's the Sun in the reverse. Releasing darkness. People that are of darkness, people that keep secrets, people that are making you sad. People that's always entertaining other options and always causing confusion. It's like, no. Yeah, causing confusion, and it just came out. Two of Swords, which is indecision, willful blindness, refusing to see the truth, refusing to make decisions. triggers. Huh? Because when we entertain this stuff far too long, we go down a rabbit hole of confusion. Because if you got doppelgangers, they're fucking probably trying to pose as something that would have made you happy, and they're not. Huh? They're the devil. Attachments, addictions, secretly. Oh, thank you, spirit guys, because here it is. Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. This is why we're supposed to follow our intuition right here. This is right. This is why it's right here. You won't know it in this 3D. It will be hidden from you that they have devilish intentions, hidden dishonor, all sorts of addictions, monstrous addictions and habits that they hide from you in the world. Spell work. Huh? To keep you confused. And if we learn how to cut shit off early on, we'll bypass a whole lot of shit. Yeah. King of Pentacles. It could be, these people could be money hungry and after your money. And it's hidden. Ooh, 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 ooh. Woo, child. Uh-huh. And how they did it? How did they get you to do it? How did they do the confusion? What did they do? They appealed to your addictions. They put their hoo-ha on camera for you. For their ass. Yeah. They had orgies with you. And then, see, here's the funny part. They'll do all this stuff, and then when you try to pull out, if you stay in this kind of energy with people, and then you try to pull out, then they want to judge you. Then they want to try to bring some judgy energy. But they was just in the motherfucking shit. Now they're judging you. Then you will have to eventually make the judgment call to block these people. 7 of Wands, defend yourself against them, stand up to them because you were overindulgent in your sexual addictions based on the depiction in this card. Then you got to get single. But you see the trouble you go through from entertaining it though? You get there, okay, judgment, done. I'm going to get single, independent. I'm done. Good. Lesson learned. That's good. King of fire here. Moving on. Great. Moving on. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. 8 of Swords reversed. So ending interference to get balance. So they're simply saying, well, remember this. Okay. Because the lesson about all of this is so as you're going on in life, as life go on, you'll learn how to do this better. That's the point. Because they were always there from the beginning. We don't want to be seeing it. Yes, spell work is at play with some of these people. But some of us still had gnawing feelings. We knew we were doing something not quite right. Like there were things in the very early stages of stuff. That was the lesson to pay attention to. Okay. They're saying this is why you got to be mindful because it'll get you caught up with the devil. It'll get you caught up with your papers and shit, bitch, your dollars. King. Your stability here. It'll get you confused about what your stability ought to be. With your financials. Damn, financial support. Yeah, not yeah, over and over again. So then you're gonna keep losing out. Oh my God. If we don't learn these lessons, we gonna end up in one situation after the next, 9 of Wands, because we couldn't keep our wiener in our pants or our legs closed. Or doing the same shit over and over. People with their sex magic and getting into shit so they can take you for your papers. And then walking away from you, 8 of Cups, or you end up happening to walk away from. Because it was about the dollars. It was all about the Benjamins. We got the King of Pentacles. We got financial support here. King of Cups is up here. So it's, we got 2 kings. So these could be aspects of a divine masculine. Like I said, divine masculine was at the bottom. Okay. So they take advantage of a loving man for his pinnacle. Huh? Yeah, bad news. You end up, it's bad news. Page of Wands, Wands. In the reversed. Over and over again, bad news with your dividends. Because you should have left the crazy. You should have paid attention to, you know what I'm saying? And this is not a bad reading. I think they're just helping, because some of y'all is already free anyway. They're just giving you a review, okay, of why the caution if you're an awakened soul with dating to begin with, because of the hell, because this shit right here. Because this shit right here. Okay? Queen of Swords. What's that? Yeah, over here. Queen of Swords, the drama queen over here. Okay, that's all about your Benjamins. Here's the 10 of Pentacles. Here it is. Here she is. Here she is. She want that. She want the legacy that ain't hers. Yeah. But this is what they don't tell you. But she hides the fact that, yeah, she'll do anything for this. Even entertain other options. 7 of Cups. Creating all sorts of confusion. Right? She'll do this for somebody, okay? If the price is right. Okay? And this is hidden. She'll hide it from you. The Lovers. It's also a lesson about secret lovers, because I have the Moon. That was next to the Lovers here. I had the 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Moon, and the Lovers. Okay? Stuff that these people do to cause you to end connections. Right? This thrill of having these secret lives cost most of you more than you thought it would. Some of you damn near cost your life, because some of these people crazy. This is why we have to be careful. Yeah. They were only there. Their purpose was to slow you down and to take what they could. Knight of Air. Reverse. So it's a lesson of learning how to not get caught up. Because see, the Knight of Swords in the upright is somebody who quickly do something quick. Just jump fast, quick to do something without really giving it full intellectual thought properly. Okay? So dealing with manipulative Queen of Swords, which is the slick siren tongue motherfuckers. Okay? The lesson is stop being quick to deal with these whores. Men, whores, it doesn't matter. But just stop being quick to deal with drama queens because they show you an ass pick. They're after your legacy. That's the lesson. That's been the lesson in all of this. Don't entertain this stuff as an awakened soul, because these people actually know who you are. Their soul do. Some of these karmics, their soul do, because they followed you around in other lives. Chances are your counterpart. Six of Wands, yeah. The divorce, because, okay, so like I said, because some of you ends up in the divorce, right? It's here. I have divorce, final, Six of Wands reversed. No, you know, it was not as successful. And here's the Dark Witch of the deck. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Fire sign. Person who does dark magic. Highly manipulative. Uses sex as a weapon. Okay. That slowed you down. Now you're recovering. You can recover, but they're hoping people start looking at the lessons here. These types of individuals slow you down, stop you from moving forward, and that was the fucking goal to begin with. Hello. Yeah, because some of you wanted to return to the past. And they knew this. For others of you, it's more about you were trying to recover your life and get back to a place of nostalgia in your life, getting back to your own wholeness. And they didn't want that to happen with the Six of Cups, the reversed. Okay, death. Wow. So you guys ended it. I mean, we got divorce, death. You know, it was drug out. So this Knight of Pentacles is also indicative of something going on for a very long time. A long time of investing in something that was destined to be in this energy. Six of Wands in the reverse. Not a success. Okay. Irreconcilable differences. Death. Yeah, death to a commitment. I mean, I got confirmation after confirmation. Divorce in the reverse, Four of Wands. Yeah. Also, you know, people that's trying to end your happiness, in some cases, your life. Okay. Two of Wands. Ace of Swords. Yeah. You guys gain truth and clarity here about these, you know, what was causing confusion. Okay, why there was blockages, why someone wanted you or why you chose to go down a situation here. So remembering this ace is the lesson, truth. And to no longer engage. Page of Cups, the reverse, with whorish energy. People that's Knight of Fire. In and out, and does that to keep you unstable. And does that to keep towers coming in your life so that you don't get to go on a brand new beginning, because they are low vibrational. Five of Swords. People that are selfish, wanting to win at all costs. Win, lose attitude, jealous, envious, petty, gossipy. Mental patience, Four of Swords. Don't want you to have any rest. Don't want you to gain your strength. Don't want you to have balance. So the lesson is learning to see this shit early and no longer playing with those paths with people. Because that's what ends up playing out every single time. Obsession. Every single time. Look at the Empress there. Oh, motherfucker. Some people are obsessed with making sure that some of you masculines don't work with Divine Feminine. Three of Pentacles in reverse. That's been the issue to begin with. Okay? They're obsessed with that. Okay? Because they don't want you to have it in this, it's this whole Queen of Fire in the reverse. That don't want you to have a new beginning. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles reverse with Divine Feminine. They're obsessed with trying to make sure that doesn't happen. The guidance is learn the lesson. Because they could be sad because we got this divorce energy here. We got the Five of Cups here next to the Dark Witch here. Because you're dropping burdens. You drop the burdens and yeah, you don't want to heal it. You're somebody done. Good. Hold your lesson though. Hold your lesson. Yeah, the Moon. So some of these people's, these drama people's worst fear, they're afraid of Divine Feminine. They're obsessed But some of their worst fear is you working, these masculines working with this feminine, because it's just as they, oh, these people, oh, woo, here it is. Hold your lesson, my friend. Hold your lesson, because they scared. But this is why they're obsessed on divine feminine. This is why. Okay? They hide it. These people hid their obsessions on divine feminine, pretending like it, but they mimic everything the fuck about her. They stole and copied everything the fuck about her. But they tried to hide the fact that that's happening. Learn that. Remember that lesson. Okay? Dealing with obsessions and fears is also the part of the lesson when we refuse to deal with obsessions and fears and then we hide them. Okay? Empress energy also represents healing. So, healing these types of things so that you don't get caught up with that type of shit anymore. Okay? But justice is here. Justice in the High Priestess. Justice for these distorted witches here. And the secrets that were done with somebody's money. 5 of Pentacles. King of Swords know about it. Ace of Pentacles right here. So, yeah. Yeah, somebody, because look, it ended up in sadness. These people were obsessed with making the Empress sad. Obsessed with making the Empress cry. Obsessed with trying to keep the Empress hidden. Obsessed with trying to cloak in the divine feminine's energy. Obsessed with trying to hex her love life. And yours, by the way. Remember that. Because they're under judgment. Those are the lessons. Dealing with people that is trying to interfere and make people sad and hex motherfuckers. When we play with these types of people, we ourselves too will end up in sadness. Ace of Cups reverse, crying. These people lack self-love. These types of people lack self-love, and they didn't want this divine feminine to have self-love. This Empress could also represent that of a mother that is obsessed. Okay? And it's hidden. Doing shit against, a divine feminine or her own, because she don't have no self-love. She's under judgment. Divine feminine and masculine, you guys' lesson is remember that. This is why you're to be cautious with whoever you calling yourself dealing with. Your life is not to be taken lightly. You can't afford to play around and then you wonder why you got the crazies. They make movies based off shit for a reason. Page of Swords. Yes, this is the learn the lesson card. This is, you guys learn the lesson, study, learn the lesson. It's also a stalking card, but it's also an investigation. Investigator, investigation. Okay? It all ends up here in some kind of way, right? But it could all be bypassed as you move on in life when we start taking our lives a little bit more seriously, our energy, our sexuality, our choices, and learning how to pay attention and not getting caught up in foolery. Okay, balance can be restored, but these people create imbalances. They go about with fancy outfits and homes, but they're unstable. Mental patients. And then they go about creating disturbances. And then you got to rebalance out every time you go through cycles with these type of people. Yeah, betrayal. 10 of Swords here. These people are cursed. They try to pin you down and hex you down. But then as you learn the lesson, As you learn and remember the lesson, then it's sent back to them. But as long as you play with them, it's on you. That's the lesson. You can't be free of the hex and curse of them if you're playing with them. We have to learn that. Nobody can make us learn it. Divine Feminine can't make a motherfucker learn it. Divine Masculine can't make a motherfucker learn it. We can't make one another learn it. It's something that we have to choose. The guys are saying this is what we've been screaming the entire time. To stop being gossipy, to stop being selfish, or to stop needing to win at all costs and being full of pride, or dealing with individuals that come in gossiping. If motherfuckers is coming in gossiping about someone you're dating and love, that should be your indication. Low vibrating, petty motherfuckers. Having too many cooks in the kitchen. 5 of Swords and fucking what? Where is that? Yeah, 7 of Swords. That's another issue. That's another lesson. People who are not mature. They started out with that. Immature. Immature people need to have 12 motherfuckers in their shit. Telling them what to do and how to think. And having them motherfuckers cross-eyed. Okay? Energetically speaking. And have their own bent and their own ulterior motives and things. And then they sing songs and cry on altars. Addictions. Here it is. Dealing with our addictions. And so we can build up our confidence. As long as we keep in cycles like this, it tears down our confidence in ourselves. This is why the guys are constantly asking us to learn how to train it. We got to start somewhere. To not overthink, second guess, not to need to have proof and facts. Because if you're dealing with dark witches and warlocks, honey, they can play with that. You're going to have to learn. You're dealing with Loki's, Thor's brother types. They can play with all that. That's why you have to learn how to follow your own true inner guidance and your instincts of your own. Loki appeared as many people, didn't he? He cloaked, didn't he? Can even play dead, can he? In order to create what? Confusion. Abundance, yes. So it's important to be mindful of what you're doing with your life and who you're entertaining, because you want to be able to hold the confidence of building your abundance and solidifying it and securing it. When you keep dealing with these motherfuckers, they're going to tear down your confidence in yourself, your ability to build, your ability to stabilize, because they're unstable. They create stability. You absorb their instability. Brain, yeah. They have, brain circuitry. So you end up fucked up in the head, confused, overthinking. Dealing with these fucks because that's their energy. Empower yourself. Taking back your mind. The reason why they're saying to be careful and mindful is so that you can clear your mind, brain circuitry. Clearing your mind back here and empowering yourself again. Okay? All right, so let's get the final messages and we're done, team. What you guys are trying to say to folks about the awakened souls, about the importance of being mindful here. That we're not, if you're on this path, everybody ain't on this kind of path. And if you're on this path, then that old way of life dies. That's why I was sharing my own personal examples as well, to make it practical past just this. First call. You still get to have fun. See, it ain't about, I hope my personal examples are helping to make it a little more personable, because we still get to have a good time and we go out and we do things, but it's not the same incessant, desperate, must do at all costs kind of energy. And then once we see what we need to see, we don't keep on that same path. We don't talk to the motherfucker 12 more times. We don't go have sex with them. We don't go, like, we move on. That's a part of the development. We don't sit there and try to convince and go, oh, and go into over. No, we just keep it on, because your health, boom. Your health. This says health. Dealing with these kinds of people affects your health. In some cases, mental health with this Two of Pentacles. Physical health, mental health, emotional health. So this is why it's not to be taken lightly. Because not everybody is well, and that's not being critical and whatever people say. It's the reality of life on earth. And people having big old huge mansions and 5 cars and this and that is not indicative of health or healthiness. Some folks inherited shit from parents that passed on. Some folks black magic their ass to it. Some folks stole. Some folks committed fraud. We don't know. But at the end of the day, having those things, or going to church and singing a song, or going to a Reiki circle, doesn't necessarily equate the guys are saying, look, your health and well-being matters, and we want that to be the forefront of your life. And understanding that what you choose to entangle with is one of the most primary things and ways to affect you. If you want to get out of hopelessness, hopelessness is in the reverse. Focus on your health and well-being, not fucking. Your health and well-being, not just getting some attention because you feel sad, because it'll cost you later. Your health and well-being. Not I'm bored and I want to go out. That's the mind of a teenager. Because an adult understands that we can get bored, but we need to have some balance in what we're willing to do, and learning how to get things from within, and learning how to be creative and entertaining ourselves in a healthy sense, rather than convoluting our energy time and time again with unwell people. And a year down the road, we're sitting there shaking our head. Second stack. Communication, yeah. Health, communication, yeah. Because see, these people also, if we get too entangled, they fuck up our ability and confidence to communicate. We get stagnated, okay, after betrayals and things like that with this Three of Swords energy, okay? So we need to, it's like focus on your health and well-being and communication, what you're communicating to yourself, watching communication, what people communicate to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us has been conditioned into believing that some of this toxic shit is normal, because that's the kind of shit we grew up around. It's normal to throw shit. to throw shit and holler and knock you the fuck over and shit like that, and then go buy you a ball gown afterwards. I didn't mean it. Yes, the fuck. You got problems. Got problems. Eat the cake, anime. Here, anime, eat this cake. Anime, eat this cake. No, I did not say eat this cake. Oh, shit. We're to learn a lesson about that. I'm trying to make it humorous in my own raunchy way. But we're to learn the lessons about that. That's not healthy. With this health card here, it's not healthy for people to be doing rituals on motherfuckers. It's not healthy for people to be mentally and emotionally and verbally abusing you. That's not a healthy person. And they could be at church every Sunday. They can be at the Reiki circle every week. We have to get past that. Yeah, scarcity mindset is in the reverse. Absolutely. So most of you have released that scarcity mindset or being guided to, because this is the scarcity mindset that makes us thirsty to begin with. It's the scarcity mindset that makes us feel that panting, incessant, insatiable, unquenchable, like, willing to do and take and accept anything just to have something. That's a scarcity mindset. Even at the expense and demise of your own health, your own ability to communicate, because some of these people fuck with your communication, especially if you got some dark witches and warlocks and narcs. Oh yeah, I know what they did. Abundance, yeah. People are all, going to be after your wheel of fortune as an awakened soul. These, predator leech energies, no matter how cleverly disguised, that you discover early on, they're going to be either trying to take it or block yours. Because, when you deal with highly competitive people, they feel the need to have to be, they have to win or be, whatever. So these are the people that have try to make people just a little bit under them, while then they'll try to act like they're trying to help them, but they need them to be a little bit under them because they need to feel like they're the top dog. Remember that. Don't take lightly your will. That's a part of your destiny that a lot of these people are subconsciously driven to come after you for. This is why they went to such lengths to do the shit they did to begin with. We have to learn how to ask the questions. They want to fuck up your strategies and block your strategies to your success. They want to block your plans with that Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay? They don't want you to be able to see clearly through lies and illusions. Okay? Health, communication, abundance. They're saying you can't be fast and loose as an awakened soul because your health, your communication, and abundance is at stake. Your self-worth will be at stake continuing to fuck with these types of people for too long. Because they don't have any. This is why they do what they do. It's why they do the spell work. It's why they steal. It's why they commit fraud. It's why they're bullies. It's why they, gossip. It's why they scheme. It's why they strategize. It's why they try to kill people and make it look like an accident so they can cry at the funeral and look wonderful. Forgiveness. Yeah. So some of you may, see, the thing about this is the lesson is sometimes about you can forgive if you feel like you want to forgive, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to still invest. We're to catch these lessons. The lessons that we were meant to learn and our soul wanted us to learn and to get the fuck on. Because it's going to be an incessant cycle of the devil that's in the middle of the reading. Some of you are being empowered to forgive yourself for it, because you do need to forgive yourself. These were all lessons. They're reminding you that they are lessons, trying to root for you to hopefully learn and stick with your lessons and keep growing. Forgiving yourself. Somebody may want to ask someone for forgiveness since it's coming out here. About poor investments or failing to invest their heart. Okay, yeah. Empowerment. Anger. Ooh, somebody mad. I don't blame. King of Pentacles, maybe. And somebody mad at the devil because we got the devil right here. And then we got anger. The devil could be mad, and you could be mad at the devil. Good. If the devil been good, then good, bitch. Good. Now, but for you high vibers, it's like, okay, you guys are angry maybe at what has happened, but if you can learn the lesson, deal with your anger. Okay, deal with it, because anger could be good. It depends on how we use and channel it. It's meant to serve us and point us in the direction of where there's been a violation. Okay? And you have a right to that. Release future creates, because somebody is mad about what these people do to fuck up your futures. But see, the guys are like, okay, great. Now that you're putting the puzzles together, don't play with this shit. Get to the deeper matter of why you created this stuff. When we give you the prompts, accept it. Because you can go round for round. It's going to always end badly, especially if people are fucking with a divine. It'll have a moment of some, like a temporary so-called victory, and then followed by destruction. Followed by destruction every time. Learn the lesson. Empowerment. Yeah, now empower yourself. Yes. You can get financial abundance because we got financial issue here. And then abundance, you will recreate. Okay. Somebody, yeah, empathy, denial. Somebody was pulling on someone's heartstrings for money to begin with. That's another lesson. You don't financially support and invest in motherfuckers that was doing fucked up shit. They need to learn a damn lesson. Their life is their responsibility, as is yours. They didn't have no empathy for the fuckery. You guys have to remember that. They did not have any victory and still do not. They may pose that to you if they think they can get something out of you. But you can bet your bottom dollar they didn't show no empathy to the other motherfuckers that they did the fucked up shit too. So the answer is no. Access denied. No more financials. Let them work their life out. Y'all got to remember all the hee-heeing and the ha-ha and the, the partying and the stunting and the insensitivities towards innocent lives and souls when they were on the mountaintop. You got to remember that. Authenticity, absolutely. The lesson is about being authentic and connecting to those who are in authenticity and that embraces yours. That's one of the primary lessons of awakened souls. You don't want drama queens. You don't want inauthentic. Okay? You want true unconditional love, not pretend so they can get your dividends. Not pretend so they can get revenge. Discernment, yeah. See, it wanted to be in reverse. These people were messing with your discernment about this divorce, irreconcilable differences, and this truth, this Ace of Swords. Okay, that was provided. Yeah, learn how to be authentic. Learn how to follow discernment. That's what I started the reading with. Because guys start giving stuff right away, and we just go, look, sexual dysfunction. Here it is. I was just about to say it, and it's at the bottom. Here it is. Sexual dysfunction. Discernment about some sexual dysfunctionality that people use, whether it's spell work or using sex to get people caught up. And some of you guys, these, like I said, karmics from past life. This is stuff that's been following you around. And if it wasn't past life, it's just people of your past that's just been following you around, hovering around your life for years. Okay, through sexual dysfunctionality, or because they know something about some sexual dysfunctionality. Yeah, you're safe, man. Yeah. Your guys is wanting y'all to know your safety is important. Use your discernment because it can be your life or death. Safety. And we man. Because something look good, sounds good. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, use discernment. Because not everybody is well. And I'm not talking about in the sense of where we all deal with stress and we all deal with, I'm not talking about in the more normal balanced sense of it. I'm talking about really unwell. Unchecked major mental illness. I'm not talking about seasonal this and a little depression that. I'm talking about major unchecked mental illness to such severity. They're abusive. To such severity. Okay, that they do dark magic and hide it and go to church on Sunday. To such severity that they're con artists and do all sorts of stuff behind the scene and pretend like they don't. That's mental problems. Honesty is important. That's the root of a lot of it. Expressing truths. And failure to do that when you get with people that's trying to get you to hide the truth, that should be your indication. Run. Something wrong with them. There's some ulterior motive. And I'm not talking about the, you have to lie in order to be safe kind of situation where you sense foul play, like what I told y'all I did on one of my videos, because I knew motherfuckers was working with the enemies. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just in a whole sense of a connection, or about when you're trying to clear up your life or make something right, and then you have people telling you to not do that. There's something wrong with them. And I don't care if they try to use Jesus Bible Church, Reiki Center. There's something wrong with that. because folks that are healing and getting well and changing, they do respect why honesty and clearing up shit is necessary. And if they're running from that and trying to get you to run from that, that should tell you they're not well and they ain't gonna be. And learn how to follow your own clairsenses, because some of you all are clairsentient, meaning you don't have the facts, but you can feel it. You can sense and feel that something's off and wrong. These people were trying to fuck with it with magic and confusion and fuckery and sex. They even did something last night. One of them. I'm aware. They tried to do a little ritual last night. And they tried to mimic me because they saw something on my TikTok. Connection. Yes. Addiction. Expression. So some of you guys are learning the lesson about expressing, to someone that you want to be in a connection with, as you have healed and learned some lessons about some addictions. Okay. This is all a part of healing. This is the part that people never want to do, but it's a part of it. New perspective is here. Trust, expression about the addiction. Okay, but this is how healing takes place. The pain. Somebody's in pain and got a new perspective on things, which is good. But expression is still necessary. Okay, and this is what these people fight. And so hopefully you all are learning the lesson about when people fight to keep secrets and things hidden and covered. This is an indication that these are individuals that do not want to or know how or have any interest in healing. Okay, they only have interest in stealing. They have interest in pretending, but they don't have any real interest in healing and mending. Because anybody who has those true intentions understands that in order to do that, everything has to be aired. So free yourself out of your head with going back and forth and wondering, because people that's really on that legit, no matter what mistakes and things were made, then they know. You can't bypass that. Okay? So hopefully you all, as awakened souls, you hold this and move forward and don't play with your life. It ain't that deep. Okay? You bored? Go take a walk, ride a bike, rap, draw, be productive. You're bored? Okay? Gain a new craft, a hobby. You're bored? Love on yourself. Go take yourself to a movie. You're bored? You're lonely? Tap in. Ask your guides to help you. Watch something on TV. Be creative. Be constructive. But honor your body. Honor your health. Spreading yourself thin around the Americas is wear and tear on your health and your well-being. Because it's not just about the fluids. It's about all of that energy. And all that stuff people have on them that they're bringing to you too. Okay? All right, guys.